So like I said, for the Dragon Ball Super Episode 3, we're going to talk about Battle of Gods. The story is the same, but there are a few details, that Toriyama changed. For example, like the place of Bulma's birthday, or how Emperor Pilaf came to the party trying to steal, Dragon Balls, and some other, details. But when we talk about the episode, and I'll really be quicker and short and simple about that. The episode, categorized in 4 parts. Number 1, Bulma's birthday. Number 2, Goku and Vegeta's training. Number 3, Emperor Pilaf and his gang enter the party to try to steal Dragon Balls. And number 4, the main part of the episode, Beerus' arrival at King Kai's planet. Which also, if any one of you, and I know that almost everyone watched the Battle of the Gods movie, and so you know what's gonna happen. The first meeting and the first fight that Beerus and Goku they're gonna have. That's what's gonna happen next. And most certainly that's gonna happen. So that's one thing. But we're talking about the episode 4, which I am here to review. The episode was simple. Because 80%, yeah, because 80% that took all the episode, 80% was all about, Bulma's birthday and Goku's training, and for at the beginning, King Kai tried to hide who's gonna come here. He didn't want to Goku to know who's gonna come, because everybody who knows Goku, every time when he hears about a new enemy, he's so happy and excited that he will do anything, try to challenge him. Because if you watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Normal and Dragon Ball GT, you already know what I'm talking about. So, like I said, the main parts, we have a few scenes, where Goku was training and Vegeta was training, in the Capsule Corporation, the special room, about gravity and everything, all these little circle caps robots, who shoots lasers and everything, and so that was it about their training. We have 2 scenes, and of course, the ending of Vegeta's training was kind of funny, to see, when the lady came to his room and cut off, this training, and when Bulma was trying to shout on Vegeta, what the hell are you doing? Come to your wife's party. What a blind hell you why did you come to my party? You have to come or you're dead, or gonna kill you. Because mostly that's how Bulma acts. Because everybody knows what kind of personality Bulma had. And of course, we talk about Vegeta and Bulma. That's the funniest thing that I always liked in Dragon Ball Z, the fight between them. So I really like, in the way, when that lady, came with the telephone, telling to Vegeta that Bulma called to come to her party, and Vegeta said, no, I'm gonna train, and who gives a shit about what Bulma said, and then and then when you find out that Bulma was already hearing what he said, and where she was screaming, what the hell are you doing? Come to my party, because if you don't, you're dead. I'm gonna leave you. You're fucked up. It was really kind of funny, when the scene, a little bit scared, Vegeta, and who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about the party and everything? And of course, the other part of training when we talk about Goku was, when he was trying to shoot, like in the movie, the Kamehameha, Raging Blast, the Blast, and like always, every time when Goku's training, he was always relieve some things, some destruction, which, was not caused, which was always caused by accident. And that's really fun, because every time when Goku was trying to train on King Kai's planet, he always fucked something. And this time, like always, he fucked up his house. Like always. But in this part, we're talking about his training, we even, find out, King Kai, still trying, to hide who's gonna come here, because everybody knows that if King Kai told Goku who's gonna come, or should I say, Beerus called destruction, everybody knows how Goku's gonna react. If he was already ready, for new guys, trying to challenge their power, to see how they're strong, and to challenge them into a fight. But of course, if they're bad guys, Goku will do anything to fuck them up. which also everybody knows that the first 2 battles will be his defeat, but then the 3rd time he's gonna win. Well, that's mostly happened in Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna talk about that. So there was the 2 main parts. The other parts, like I said, Bulma's birthday, everybody's enjoying, drinking, having a good time and everything. And of course, we see even Gohan and Trunks, Goten and Trunks, running all around the ship, and Trunks trying to show him, the big prices that's gonna have, and like I said, like in the movie, the prices are the big expensive car, cool car, the castle, the plane, the diamond, and of course the big prize. If everybody watched Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, everybody knows what the big prize is. All 7 Dragon Balls. So we can make a wish. But first you have to win at this bingo party, like in the movie. So that was really quite impressive, because all the things what happened in the Bulmas party we already know. Well, which in some cases, like I said, were modified, but that was really, it was good. It was okay. It was cool. But the most part, what really was quite funny, to see Emperor Pilaf and his gang. I really, the Wolf Samurai and the naughty, dangerous girl, or should I say women, because I think he is 43 or 45 years old, like she said in the Battle of Gods. But they're okay. Fuck it. So I know it was really quite fun to see him, in a lone island, trying to find this treasure that never existed because he was screwed up by a market guy who sold him some kind of a drawing of a map for 50 zeni, and screwed him and fucked him up because like a sucker. And there you have with some kind of a old and broken boat who doesn't work almost every time. And you see all the island, all the holes that were digging, trying to find this treasure which actually never existed. And of course all hungry and weeping about about hunger and why we're digging this treasure, it's all your fault, Pilaf and everything. But there was actually, I have to say that it was really the most funniest scene in this episode, because I was really quite fan of Emperor Pilaf, because since the time I saw him in Dragon Ball series, the first one, and a little bit in Dragon Ball HD when he was much more older than he was before. And so, I never was quite a big fan of him. But he was really quite funny. And when I heard the voice actor, the Japanese voice actor, the same one who voiced Buggy the Clown, and everybody knows who Buggy is if you watch One Piece, which is another anime and manga. And for anyone who didn't watch it or read it because it's awesome. It's awesome. And seeing this voice actor, because the one who voiced the Buggy the Clown and Emperor Pilaf in Dragon Ball, they have the same personality. Trying to think of them, in a higher position, they're powerful, they're unstoppable, which in other way, it is the other way around, which also, because somehow, which in other way around, they are cowards and pathetic mama's boys. So, you know what I'm talking about. So that's why somehow he amused me, Emperor Pilaf. For example, like Buggy amused me in One Piece, Emperor Pilaf amused me in Dragon Ball. So, it was really quite fun and everything, and of course, because after the bingo part and everything, and the Dragon Ball Raider, he find out that there are Dragon Balls are on the ship, and he will do anything to try to find them out and everything. And of course, after they try to get on the boat, they fucked up boat, and trying to find, trying to get on board the ship and try to steal it. And of course they were attacked by a shark, and why and everything, they're gonna die. And of course they were saved by Gohan and Trunks, and climb on board. And like I said before, they were starving. I don't know, but I can see they were on this island for days. I don't see them for months, but I can see they were on that island for days without any food, because Emperor Pilaf ate everything. And the girl said, the only thing they ever had to eat was mud, which also is kind of disgusting. But when we talk about hunger, you do everything to don't starve and make your belly not empty. So, it was really quite fun, the second when they climb on board and, trying to resist the food and everything. And of course, Gotham and Trunks they did anything, in the way, to save, to, give them food, just relax, it's Bulmas party, make yourself at home, do whatever you want, eat all the food you want. But of course, like I said, the voice actor the Japanese voice actor who voiced Pilaf and Buggy the Clown, their personality are the same. They always, Buggy, Emperor Pilaf, they always make some kind of a stupid excuse. For example, like Emperor Pilaf, what the hell they're doing on an island, all alone and full of hunger, and starving. And he said, look, there are some kind of a drama series directors, trying to shoot, shooting and everything. And of course, they fucked him up when the Goten Trunks fucked him up. When they say, where are your cameras and everything, to film this drama series. Okay, they're fucked up. So, like I said, most of the scenes, were about Bulma's party and Emperor Pilaf, but which was also quite kind of funny. And of course, at the end, when they're, trying to resist, because of Pilaf's order, say, really, guys, sometimes, you have to disobey my order. Why don't you, go after that food and bring me some little bit to eat even for me? And of course, there you have Golden Trunks came with all full of plates of food and give them all the food they want, which they're really not quite happy. But really, like I said, Emperor Pilaf's scene, when he climbed on board on an island was really kind of funny. The other part after Bulma's party is, like I said, very simple. King Kai still trying to hide the truth about the enemy who's gonna came to King Kai's planet, which of course at the end he confessed to Goku, who Lord Beerus is, that he's a god of destruction, and his powers and abilities, and who he is, and his role in the universe and everything. And of course, like he did in the movie, he hid him, in his house, or should I say, what's left of it. After he blasted him, with the Kamehameha, all fucked up. So, well, whatever. He's trying to hide him in the house until he's done with the business with Lord Beerus, and that's where where the episode ends. After his arrival. So like I said, the episode was simple. That was really quite good and impressive, and of course, funny. Especially the part, the scene where Emperor Pilaf, from that island, tried to climb aboard the cruise ship, which also, like I said, like in the movie, his main target is to steal the Dragon Balls to make a wish, to do whatever he wants. So, like I said, it was simple, it was cool, it was okay, and, well, should I say, the most amazing thing is about this episode is the last part, after Beerus arrived on the planet. So, like, it's all on King Kai's planet. But, like I said, it was really quite amusing, funny, and I never was a big fan of Emperor Pilaf, but I always liked, in the way he, his personality, and sometimes he's really clumsy and dumb, but he's good. And so here I am done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, give us what you personally think about this episode. Drop me a like, I would appreciate that. Really, subscribers not that really difficult to use a mouse, click and subscribe me. Peace everyone, have an awesome rest of the day. To the other side, to Europe where I am, have an awesome rest of the night. To the other side, have an awesome rest of the day. See you around.